goals we had, many of the parents only pay half of the month. But do I have to pay my teachers in my school? Yes. So where does the money come from? Out of my pocket. So many times you guys don't know that side of it. Your Hagwon director is not going to say it to you. She's just going to pay you. Okay. Your director is not only sitting in his or her office calling the shots of what needs to be done in school. He or she is recruiting students, meeting parents, meeting teachers, working on the school curriculum, keeping up with Hagwon and school-related news and events in Ulsan. His or her biggest job is to keep everybody happy. Every employee, every student, every mother, especially the mothers, and you. Korean mothers pay this special English teaching. I'm glad people are enjoying. At least I see some smiles. They therefore want to see their children improve. If I was paying this X amount, then I want to see results from it. You would be the same. The mothers want to see their money talk. That means the kids should speak English. Not words, full sentences, phrases, idioms. They need to know some of those stuff. If you struggle to teach them, use the songs. Songs are the best way, and it's fun. And the boys are going to say, oh, I hate that song. But they're going to sing because everybody's singing. You just get a few nice girls in there. Dynamics is important. Okay, so the Korean teachers in English Hagwons and schools spend hours on the phone or meeting parents in person. They must explain their own teaching and they must translate your teaching. They play middleman. That's a really bad spot to be in. Try to place yourself in your director or co-worker's shoes. You might respect them a little more. Buy them a coffee to say, keep up the good work. We all need some understanding and encouragement sometimes. I really appreciate when I get a coffee or some special thing, even from a student. When I was at the underprivileged school, I had oranges and candy, little candies, wrappers, or even a cookie that was in the little sweetie hand on my table, lots of it every day. Those kids who have nothing, they still wanted to give me things. Amazing, isn't it? So we have a lot. We get not bad money in Korea. So one coffee, once a month maybe, it's not that bad. Get to know the language. Nelson Mandela said, if you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in a language, that goes to his heart. So if you say 안녕하세요 to your co-workers, they appreciate it. It's simple. You just greet in Korean. Or 감사합니다. Thank you. The basic things they think, wow, this person is relating to me. So ESL versus EFL. What is ESL? English second language. What is EFL? English foreign language. What are you teaching? Anybody? EFL. EFL or ESL? EFL. Yeah. So many articles online. Korean teachers in Ulsan type ESL. This is not a second language. In South Africa, yes, we have second language. The environment is still English in South Africa. There are a lot of English people, so we practice a lot of English there. But in Korea, go outside, what do you see? Signboards in Korean. And even if there's a little English there, I think Koreans need to look at the big Korean sign. They don't even see the English. It's blocked in their brains. So you are teaching a foreign language. It makes it even more difficult to teach. Pronunciation. We all know this. B versus P. I'm allergic to peas. I'm allergic to peas. It can have quite different meaning, right? I'm just going to go through this quickly. Maybe I'm not going to speak. Just look at it. Scan through it quickly. F and P. B versus V. J or Ch versus Z. And the Z. My name is Liesel. Koreans say Lijel. But I'm not Lijel, I'm Liesel. So my Hagwon students can say Liesel because we practiced. The letter S. They omit the S often. Either grammar mistake or plural singular. It's a good thing I'm not reading loudly. And copy, do you know copy? Copy means the nosebleed, not a photocopy or a coffee. Pee, pee, in Korean is blood in English, not urine. So be careful. My student came to me and said, teacher, pee. My first year in Korean, teacher, pee. So I said, oh, that's dirty. Oh, what? Ew. Meantime, he pulled a little skin and there's blood. Okay, rhythm and stress. I'm going to ask the 4 questions at the bottom. I'm going to start with the first question. This one you can answer putting the emphasis on the I. You can see the one I put a little cursor. Okay. Who is eating rice?
I am eating rice.
You're not eating rice.
I am eating rice.
Are you cooking rice?
I am eating rice.
What are you eating?
I am eating rice.
Okay, so this is English. This is not Korean. Korean has monotone. They do not use up and downs like we do. For some reason, many Korean learners of English are reluctant to speak normally in English. They prefer a monotone. Unfortunately, they are actually hurting their ability to communicate. First, monotones are boring. Second, as we just saw above, intonation carries a good deal of meaning in English. Educators of boys, especially boys, they think as soon as they put some intonation in, then they sound girly, too feminine. So educators of boys should encourage them more. Intonation, rhythm, and stress are best taught and learned orally. Listening carefully to one's teacher, language partner, friend, or recording is crucial to learning to imitate these features of speech. Sentence structure, this is a really big one. The biggest one, I believe. So Korean sentence structure. Yeah, you can see it, right? Number 1, Koreans omit subject when talking. They don't use the subject. So when I go with my husband's family to a restaurant and I want to talk to, he's got 4 sisters. So I got many Korean sisters-in-law. Anyway, they're all nice. When I want to talk to one of them, then I cannot really say their name. And it's really hard to start the conversation. Because Korean culture, you just speak. I'm not going to say, first the sister-in-law, did you see the news? I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, did you see the news? And then I have to kind of hit her, elbow her or something so she knows I'm talking to her. They really don't use subject at all. Most of the time they don't, even in writing. Reason why? They give the object when answering. So, for example, you go out in a bar and a Korean comes up to you and says, oh, beautiful. In their mind, that's a full sentence. They mean to say you are beautiful. But in Korean, saying beautiful, 아름답다 or 예쁘다, that's a full sentence to them. There's a very, now I want to speak Korean because I use Korean in my class. The adjective and the verb is almost similar. They call the verb an adjective verb. So when you teach verbs and adjectives and you hear a verb, you hear eat. Eat, for example, is 먹다. When you hear da, your kid is correct. Your kid is using the verb form. When your kid use like happy and they say 행복하다, is happy a verb? No, it's an adjective. So they have to say 행복한. There is an N sound at the end. That is the difference in language. And then the big one, in Korean the verb is lost. So this has conditioned the Korean kids to listen only at the end of the sentence. So they miss the whole first part of what you say, and then they are so conditioned and their ear is practiced like that for Korean that they only hear the lost. So what do they hear? They only hear the object. And only the object has not really meaning to us. But in Korean, the verb is lost, so if they just catch the verb, oh, they can follow the conversation, oh, it's easy then. But for us, they listen to us, we use subject verb, they only listen object, meaning they miss everything. They don't know what we're talking about. So you need to teach them this. So even my teacher in my school, he knows 주어, 동사, 목적어. The little ones, we say 주어, 동사, 등등. So what is 주어? 주어 is a subject. What is 동사? It's a verb. What is 목적어? It is the last part. That doesn't really matter. That's easy. If they know subject and verb when they're elementary school, that's a good start. So try to memorize these two words when you're teaching, and you always correct them saying, "Oh, you didn't use 주어. You didn't use a subject." If you want to say subject and verb to them, it's very abstract. It's better to use it in Korean. You say 주어, 동사. Hey, what is 동사? I home. I home what? 주어 I, 동사 what? Teacher, I go home. go. Past tense. I went home. That's how you correct them every single time they speak. 주어, 동사, 목적어. But you don't have to teach 목적어. You say 주어, 동사, 등등. 등등 means etc. Whatever comes after. Grammar and word choice. That's a big one. Tenses. Scan through it again. Let's go a little faster. This is many of the mistakes they make. The play one really annoys me. Meet my husband's friends. Oh, what did you do last weekend? I play with my friends. Oh, you hung out with your friends? But my middle school kids already know. We taught them. Look, see, watch, this hard one to teach. Very abstract. I usually use the TV. I switch it off. Then I tell them, what is this? Then they say it's a TV. Okay, so you can see the TV, right? Can you see it? Yeah, TV. Then I put it on. Then I explain, okay, now you're watching TV. Then I switch it off again. Keep going like that until they get it. And I have to do it many times, over and over. Frequent mistakes when writing. It's really annoying, checking all this essays, right? We kind of rewrite them again. And the last one on this list, I'm very proud of it. Me and my teacher in school came up with it. I had half of it, he had half of it. We really rounded off nicely. B and D confusion. The kids always mix the B and the D. Even Western kids do that. Native speakers do that. So Korean, this one, if you look at it, this is in Korean D. It's a Digut. The name is Digut. So it's got a D sound. And this one equals to D, right? So if you look at this one plus this one, and you put them together, let me put the mic down. You have this one, and you add this one, what do you have? A D. They only memorize that one thing, and they're never going to get it wrong again. So you use the language like that. Okay, activity time. You've got a booklet in front of you. What I want you to do is quickly write. Let's just do it shortly. Write 5 students that you can remember, random. They don't have to be in the same class. Write 5 students' names down. Then you write the positive things about that specific kid. And wait for it. I'll tell you what to do in the checklist. 5 names, 5 positive things. When you're done, nod your head. Keep nodding, please. No, I'm just joking. Okay, who's not done? Okay, let's continue. Student names. Put your hand up if you wrote all the names in Korean. No English names, no Mickey and Mouse. Hand up. I'm shocked. Really? Wow. Big case study down here. Okay, next one. Positive things. Now I want you to check whatever you wrote as a positive thing about this kid, if you have had a conversation about that specific thing, one-on-one with that student, you can check the box. If you did not, don't check. Be honest here. So for example, Forrest, what does Hugh like? Did you write Hugh's name? No, wow. What does he like? Drone. Hugh, one of our students, he has his own, is it an Instagram?
No, just a drone page.
A drone page. Okay, he loves it. Maybe some of you are friends with Forrest on Facebook, you'll see he has got a drone himself. He takes really awesome pics. They daily have conversation about drone. So immediately Faunes relates to Hugh. They are friends even on this network site. Okay, who checked all 5? Hand up. 5. 5 people checked all 5. It's shocking. Why is that? You guys don't have time to chat? You just straight to the book? Hands up again, who checked all 5? Okay, the guy in the check shirt. Yeah, you, looking back. Can you read your paper, please?
Just positive.
The name and the positive things. It's okay if it's English names.
Libby, confident. Tina, fun. Ali, hard worker. Susan, good attitude. Hillary, effort.
Okay, and you had conversation about that with them directly? Okay, you're lucky. Thanks for speaking out loud. You get a present. He's gonna go to Starbucks soon. Okay. Part 2. But I'm gonna rush through it now because I have like 7 minutes, I think, to finish. How can you encourage your students? So first, inspire. Second, encourage. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. That's what Nelson Mandela said. So make some promises. Look in the little cloud. I promise to try to speak as much as possible. I promise not to be afraid of making mistakes. I promise not to speak any Korean. I promise to use English to communicate. I promise to ask questions when I do not understand. I promise to try to have fun. You can make a little letter like this, make the kids sign it. Make them check and sign. Then you're already on the same page there. When you are new in your class, even if you have not done that yet, do it now. Teach them basic phrases in the class. Look at the list down there. I don't understand. Help me, please. What does blah, blah, blah mean? How do you say in English? How do you spell that? And so on. Teach them those things. Put it up on the wall. If they can remember the sentence, then at least they can read it to you. And teaching will be faster. You can get through your work faster. And start every class with free conversation. Why did my foreign teacher at my Hagwon, he's my teacher, why did he check everything? He's one of the 5. And he has all the Korean names down. He, daily, when the kids arrive, he chats with them. I don't mind. I'm his director. I don't mind that 5 minutes of quick chat before the work starts. You know why? That 5 minutes, he got their attention. If you make the kids come in and say, open your book, they're gone. They don't want to study. So what do? Hook them first. Put some bait out there. Have a conversation. Then they're already on your side. Another way, but this we cannot always do because our classrooms are sometimes small. Let the kids face each other. Then you have, the first line, it says, finish. Teacher, finishing? We all know that, right? I'm finished. So I teach them to say, I'm finished, teacher. As soon as they say, I'm finished, I am right in front of their desk, look at whatever they did, and I say, what's this, what's this? Why did you say this? Oh, this is a good picture. Why did you draw this? There's more conversation going there. The other kids are still working. But this kid who's fast, he also needs more of a challenge. So now I'm checking with him. There he got what he needs. He got that little bit. If you don't do that, he's going to be the one acting up and the other kids cannot finish. Wasting more time. So do that. Speaking marathon. When they arrive in the class, you can also do this. You can tell them, okay, you have 2 minutes. Face it, get a partner. Okay, timer starts. Then two kids, they chat. They may not stop. If they stop longer than 3 seconds or whatever, you can decide the rules. Then they're game over. And whoever, the pair who speaks the whole 2 minutes non-stop, you can give them something or reward them with just points, Hagwon points or something. So speaking marathon really works. Later on, they might speak 20 minutes non-stop. It's possible. I've seen it. Mimic your students. Oh, I love doing this. As soon as they switch into Korean mindset, then what do? They say, oh, 그렇게 나. Then I say, oh, 그렇게 나. Then they laugh. Because teacher Liesel just spoke Korean and she sounds really funny. Then they stop right there. They look at me. So if you get them to speak, try to catch quickly what they say, even though your Korean is not good, just try to pick it up fast and then repeat what they say. Even if you say, 그렇게 blah 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 blah, whatever, it works. Pick topics and activities that your students find interesting and useful. Many of those books are really boring. The boring ones, go faster. Spoon feed a little, go faster. When you get to a really nice topic, add some of your own activities to it. Okay, part 3, we're almost there. 2 more to go. Why would students admire you? Okay, me and my teacher Fauna are asking to help me. We ask some questions to our students. I say, do you have some nice teachers? Do you admire them? And I explain to them the word admire in Korean. Then, this is my grade 3 group. They say, I admire, which kind of teacher? A fun, happy, kind, and I did not change their wording. This is exactly what they say. Fun, happy, kind, give time, meaning a patient teacher. Give delicious snacks, not smoking, one added, because they smell bad, he said. Play games, play outside, party, share food, can speak Korean, sleep. They want a little sleep time, even in elementary school. Don't point and the blah, 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 blah. They meant don't scold. No homework. Fun homework only, game type of homework. Like a crossword puzzle, that's okay for homework, they say. And show movies or little video clips and give presents. So then I ask myself, how many of this do we do in our homework? We do all of it. So who created this actually? We created the frame in their brain to enjoy it. They're just giving feedback of what we've already done. Then the next one, grade 5 students. They say funny, kind, smart, caring, interesting, fair. I like the fair one. Korean kids are so smart, you cannot cheat them. They're gonna fight with you until the end. Winning is winning, like we say, no silver, gold only. So be careful when you change the rules suddenly. Stick to what you said from the start. Loud teacher in the fact that the teacher is outgoing and fun, that's just because my teacher is like that. I'm not like that. Happy, talkative, ask many questions. Take care of me. Use hands. They made use body language, gestures. Play games. Play style of studying. That's what they like. And the teachers should respect students. Then my middle school students answered, this teacher needs to be an adult and mentor, which I think nowadays mentors don't really exist anymore. What do people do? They don't go to a mentor to shadow what this person is doing, to learn from them. Go to the internet. We don't have mentors anymore. All we have are role models. And that role model, you just scan through their biography quickly and, okay, this is my role model. You don't have time to go tag along and learn. So they say a guide, a leader. Practice what you preach. But I grew up with that one. My mother said that always. Understanding towards us. Show respect. Talk to us the same way they talk to adults. They're middle school now. They want to feel like they're up there. Change your tone. Don't talk down. Lift them up as if they're so educated kids already. Then you're going to see a change in them. And don't try to be cool or young. Be yourself. So they told me, their public school teachers, Korean teachers sometimes say, understand? Teacher teaches everything in Korean like a science teacher, and then the teacher says in English, understand? So they say the teacher thinks the teacher's so cool saying it in English, but they hate that, it's annoying. So just be yourself, you don't have to all the way come down on their level. Then education is the great engine of personal development. It is through education that the daughter of a peasant can become a daughter, that the son of a mine worker can become the head of the mine, that a child of farm workers can become the president of a great nation. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given. That separates one person from another. So every time I'm quoting Nelson Mandela, he's really a fantastic person. A look into my English Academy and Hagwon. Did you see the spelling of Hagwon there? Okay, Hagwon. That's what you should be like. Hug the kids every day. Be careful not to too much. Just be nice. Okay. I follow and base my lesson plans on this theory or model. If you look at this, everything I do, I have an English camp as well. The English camp program works like this. We start from the kid in the middle, then it builds out. So you cannot jump and teach the kids about laws and culture if you have not taught the middle parts yet. So always start from the kid itself. So I've always wanted to do this thing. I feel we teach phonics, and many times we have a program that's from the UK or America with really words that the kids never see here, like in a chocolate eclair. Where can you find an eclair in Ulsan? So now the word is eclair in the book. Come on, how can I memorize that? So I really want books that have the Korean words, but English version of it. Like kimchi, right? Kimchi with a K, and that is the word K. I wish we can do that kind of thing. So if you don't agree with a book, add to it. Study the words fast, and then you add whatever you think is relevant to the kid. So please, if you have time, go through this again. You can go read online about this model. Key factors and why our students are happy. We have structure in our school. Every day is the same. There's a pattern. The daily routines are consistent. We study and we play games, study games. Practice through hands-on activities, like a big sketchbook, creating something that's in the book. I don't know if you know the Our World books. I like those books. It has a little activity. You can add it. Well, it's for younger kids. There are some nice activities. You can improvise that as well. Then review by playing games. Test, and we have mileage. Mileage is everything. No mileage and my Hagwon will not succeed. Mileage is everything. So here, this is my mileage system. We have this huge map on the wall in the Hagwon, and the alphabet's on it. So every country that we decided, and we change it every now and then. New Zealand, Australia, and so it starts from A, finishes Z. So the kids basically travel around the world. And the page next to it, it says the amount of kilometers or mileage that they need. So if they get 100% in my test, I give 1,000 mileage. Then we go circle the little airplane, meaning, okay, you can depart. Then if they get the first line, 2,000, so they get all four,